Hello and welcome back to the Looking Stylish YouTube channel. Today I wanted to give you some ideas that you can use to make your outfits look that little bit more interesting or a little bit more stylish. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that you can do is to wear one colour. And this looks particularly good if you wear perhaps one dark colour or one light colour. And at this time of year as well, if you were to wear, say, a winter white from top to toe, that looks really expensive and really luxurious. And of course it could be really expensive because if you happen to get caught out in the rain and get splattered with muddy water, it is going to be expensive. But wearing one colour from top to toe shows real confidence in that colour. So if you're not a black person and you don't want to wear black and you don't want to wear winter white, then I'd also suggest going for something that is one of your best colours. And something like, if you're cool in colouring, a silver grey looks fantastic if you wear it from top to toe. Or you could be braver perhaps and go for a red. Again, it stands out, it looks like you're confident, it looks like you really know what you're doing with your outfit. Tip number 2 is to wear luxurious fabrics. Now, they don't necessarily have to be the real thing, but if they look like the real thing, then that's good enough. So for this, I mean things like velvet. There's definitely, as there always is, going to be velvet in this winter. I'm absolutely thrilled that I found this velvet top in a chocolate brown because you may know that it's one of my favourite neutral colours. So I will definitely be wearing that throughout the autumn. And don't keep these luxurious fabrics just for the evening. You can wear them during the day as well. So something like this simple velvet t-shirt I would wear with a pair of jeans, or I'd wear with a pair of trousers, just to make the whole outfit look that little bit more luxurious. Another option is cashmere, but if you can't stretch to the real thing, then places like Marks and Spencer's do some really good alternatives. If you find something that's got a wool and cashmere blend so that it gives that lovely luxurious look of cashmere, so you don't have to spend a fortune on it. And the other one is silk, and again, it doesn't have to be the real thing. A polyester that's got a sheen to it that looks like a silky or a satin fabric works really well as well. So the second tip is to look for some of those luxurious looking fabrics, even if they aren't the real thing. My next tip is, rather than wearing a coat or a jacket, choose a wrap. A wrap thrown over an outfit looks absolutely wonderful, and something like this that is quite large and voluminous, if you're wearing a very simple outfit underneath, then putting a wrap like this over the top looks really wonderful. And if you also add another one of my top extras, a hat, that combination really does look confident, luxurious, and like you know what you're doing. So tip number 3 is to wear a wrap, and I brought in with that tip number 4 of wearing a hat. Now, as far as accessories are concerned, you probably know that I love scarves. I am a recovering scarfaholic. I love them so much that we have an accessories company that sells scarves, so I'm always kept in scarves. But a couple that I really like, which actually I've had for quite a long time, I did mention this one in last week's video, and it's a silk scarf. So again, this one's from Liberty, and it is quite a luxurious one. But again, you can get so many scarves now that look like they're silk or that look like they're cashmere. And as I said, a lot of the scarves that we have on Capital Accessories, they're not expensive, but they do look like they're expensive. So adding a scarf to your outfit adds that finishing touch as well. And the other one that I wanted to show you was this Mongolian wool one. Immediately putting that on gives me that luxurious finish to my outfit. So adding a scarf is another great way to make your outfit look that little bit more luxurious. And of course, you've probably realised that quite a lot of these tips revolve around accessories. So another one is a set of pearls. Pearls and something like this that's mixed with a gold, they really up the level of your outfit. The other great thing about pearls as well is that they draw light up to the face, and so they really give you a lovely glow to your complexion when you wear them. So a little tip, if you want to wear black and it doesn't particularly suit you, add some pearls with it, and that will really give some lift and light up to the face. So the other thing that I wear, sorry, made too much noise there. The other thing that I wear a lot, which you've probably seen, are these little pearl earrings. I absolutely love them. They're just a great little finishing touch. And because they go into the ear with the big ball at the back rather than at the front, that's kind of how you would expect to wear them. And you can, but I wear them the other way around. And that just adds a little bit more interest and a little bit more of polish to those earrings. So they stand out a little bit more than perhaps a typical pearl earring would. And a lot of brands now are doing these. I actually bought these at duty free at Heathrow. They are Dior. They weren't ridiculously expensive, but a lot of other brands are now copying this idea as well. So that's some accessories that can really lift your outfit. A fabulous pair of sunglasses. You know I am a sunglasses lover. These classic black Gucci ones, I think, really add a finishing touch to an outfit and make it look more expensive. But again, you don't have to spend a fortune on sunglasses. There are so many good options on the high street. Another pair that I absolutely loved from this year is this Kate Spade pair, which I have worn a lot, and people always comment on them. So especially when you're travelling, go into duty free and have a look at the sunglasses. But as I say, there are lots of cheaper options on the high street as well, and I will link some for you in the description box. My next tip is to do with makeup. So wearing a polished makeup will always finish your outfit off. You've probably heard this before, that if you work, you should wear makeup. It's a known and proven fact that women who wear makeup earn more than women who don't. You've probably heard that before. It just gives that polished finishing touch to your look and just makes you look more professional. Now obviously if you don't work, you don't necessarily want to have a full face of makeup all the time, but there are a couple of things that you can do. And I would say always have some kind of lip colour. If you really want it to be stand out, then go for a red. But a nude lip colour can look really good as well, especially if you've got a light makeup, and I would suggest a little bit of eye pencil, some mascara, a little bit of blusher and a lipstick, and that's, you know, you can get away with that. You don't necessarily need to wear, as I said, a full face of makeup. If you want to go that little bit further, then obviously yes, add your eyeshadows. A base is always a good thing to have because it does smooth out the skin, whether that's a foundation or whether you just use a CC cream, which I do most of the time, to be honest. So just thinking about your makeup routine and adding a few of those extra finishing touches. And as I said, with your lips, either go for a really nice neutral colour that's quite close to your lip colour but gives them a little bit more of a sheen, or go for a red if you want to do something a bit more dramatic. And also I would suggest the same with nails. So if you want your nails to really stand out and be more dramatic, go for a red. And if you want to have that a little bit more laid back, luxurious look, go for a neutral colour. I'll link these below with the colours that they are as well. So that's makeup. That's another way of giving your outfit that more polished finishing touch. Another finishing touch that you can use for your outfits is a belt. So if a pair of trousers have belt loops and you've got something tucked into them, then I would always say put a belt on, because it just finishes off that waistband nicely. And you can get belts that have fancy buckles. The one that's all over Instagram at the moment is the Gucci one. But yes, if you want to go and buy a Gucci belt, then feel free to do so. I will link one for you. But if you don't, and this one is a leather one, it's from Marks and Spencer's, it's got a croc finish to it. So it actually looks expensive, and to be honest, it wasn't. So I would definitely recommend looking around places like Marks and Spencer's and department stores like John Lewis, where they have a really good selection of belts. So that's another nice little finishing touch, is if you've got belt loops, they are designed to have a belt in them. So finish off your outfit by adding a belt. And then the last one is about shoes. And there are certain shoes which always look slightly more expensive and luxurious than others. One of the things I would recommend is suede. Obviously you have to be a little bit more careful with suede. If you wore it out on a day like today, where it's pouring down and pretty horrible, then you're going to ruin them. So you need to protect them before you wear them out. But suede does look more expensive than a plain leather does. On that same theme, something like the shoes that are in my new autumn capsule wardrobe, with this croc finish. Again, just a little bit more interesting, a little bit more detail, and a little bit more luxurious than a standard pair of leather shoes. Then the final one that I would recommend is patent leather, because it stays nicer and looks better for longer than normal leather does. And something like that with a bow on it, bows are really in this season, so it just again gives that luxurious finishing touch to an outfit. So I hope that was useful for you. I will slot in a few pictures at the end. I'll put some of these bits on and show you a before and after, with and without. But just a few ideas there for you to kind of upgrade your outfits a little bit and look like you have put some thought and some attention into the little details that make all the difference. So I hope that's helped. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, as always, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me to know what you like to see. If you have any comments or suggestions, please do leave them down in the comment box. I love to hear what you think of the videos and anything else you would like to see. If you haven't subscribed already, then I always ask, please do. If you click on the little bell, you'll also get notified when I release a new video. That's it for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching, and see you next week. Bye for now.